So, Liam, under one of your other identities, you are a bit of a singer and a songwriter yourself, aren't you?
Ooh,
Yeah,
it has been known,
it
yes.
has been known. And you like a bit of soul.
A little bit, yeah.
Just
I was
a-
brought up on it, actually. My sister was a bit of a soul freak, and of course, indoctrination.
Well, it's influence, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So we're talking today just about sometimes your worldview can really shift and how difficult it would be to shift back to a traditional worldview that the Earth is actually a flat plane surrounded by an ice wall with a dome, a firmament above,
Indeed.
that NASA is hoodwinking us.
Absolutely 100%.
And the media is controlled by people who perhaps do not have our best interests as their number one priority.
I think that's quite a fair assumption of it. I think it's very polite assumption
Well,
of
it's
it.
pretty
Very
heavy stuff for a Friday morning. So
most people, when you say this sort of thing and you quote people and they say, well, you should, what about Einstein? What about this? What about that? What about Nikola Tesla? He was this and that. Well, I'll tell you something about Nikola Tesla.
give us a bit
shall
of
I?
Tesla. Yeah.
This is one of his quotes. Earth is a realm. It is not a planet. It is an object. Therefore, it has no edge. I'm afraid it does because there's an ice wall. But I think
He's
the Earth is a
thinking.
lot bigger.
Yeah.
Earth would be more easily defined as a system environment. Earth is also a machine. It is a Tesla coil. The sun and moon are powered wirelessly with the electromagnetic field, or what they used to call the ether. This field also suspends the celestial spheres with electromagnetic levitation. Electromagnetic levitation disproves gravity because the only force you need to counter is the electromagnetic force, not gravity. The stars are attached to the firmament. Mr. Nikola Tesla.
Right.
Now, people, he's not in history books. There's a good reason.
Oh, yes.
There's a good reason he's not in history books, History is written by the winners of wars and literally the evilness of men, I guess, to wage war constantly on various people, countries, whatever, is it's just a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. And they write the history.
And with a different agenda.
Well, yeah.
So give us something to hope in, Liam. There's got to be a sparky breakfast show.
Well, yeah,
So,
I mean,
so
it's-
I'm curious. I'm putting my hand up and going, okay, I don't know. I'm curious. Where do I look?
Okay, if you are interested in this subject, if you want to find a little bit more out about truth and about the reality that's been created for you, you can look at various places. I do use YouTube. Everybody says, you only YouTube this and that, this and that. I'm not. I use YouTube as a source. I use scientific papers. I've had to literally relearn physics and maths.
You have, haven't you?
Which has been
So your
fascinating,
interest in faith and in physics has been a
Yes.
direct...
very testing, I have to say. There are many people I'd like to cite. Mark Sargent, we mentioned, who's the chap that's left a series of videos that made me wake up, I suppose, made me step outside of reality. Eric Dubay, Patricia Steere does some fantastic interviews with physicists, with loads of flat earth people. There's hundreds and hundreds of videos and lots of content now. Like I said, 7 million hits on the on YouTube as compared to 60,000 15 months ago. It's growing, there's a lot of content. A couple of more names. I said Eric Dubay, David Weiss, he's very good. If you want it from a religious type of aspect, there is no one better than Rob Skiba. You have to go and look him up. And if you are a Christian, then you need to go and look at these things.
Rob Skiba. Do you
Skiba.
remember how to spell the surname?
Skiba.
Skiba.
Yes,
Rob
that's
Skiba.
from the. But there are many. I mean, you can look from a physics point of view, from a maths point of view, a religious point of view. All of these things are about the flat Earth and the reality that we're in. Go look.
And as a broadcaster today, I have to say that it's really important, isn't it, that we learn to question things,
Indeed.
to challenge things and to take control. So the Lord said, "Come, let us reason together."
It's all about.
Now,
the
obviously, that needs to be taken into context, but God's never been afraid of people actually thinking things through. So whether you believe this or not, whether you're curious or not, perhaps you owe it to yourself to look a little deeper into some of the stuff